it's your girl Okpe, and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel, where I review Nollywood movies, series, and reality TV shows. Today I'll be reviewing the second episode, season 1 of the African Netflix reality show titled Young, Famous, and African. Alright, so the way this review is going to work is I'll take my time to summarize the episodes or this episode for people who may not have had the chance to watch the reality show, and then give my take and overall ratings at the end of the entire review. So with that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this review. So the episode starts off with Diamond calling Nadia to accompany him to a car dealership to get a new whip for his 1 month stay in South Africa. They flirt a bit about during their conversation, and Nadia finally agrees to go with him. We then see Kanye in the next scene having a photo shoot, and Nadia comes in support of her friend during the shoot, and soon after they discuss Annie and the heated conversation during the ball in the previous episode. Kanye also informs Nadia about what Annie had told her regarding her husband Two-Face. Then they go on to talk about Diamond as well, and Nadia tells Kanye about her upcoming car date with him. Kanye teases her friend a bit, and they soon end the conversation and go about their day. In the next scene, Swanky and Annie are seen going on a helicopter ride. Annie is clearly scared of heights, but soon gets over her fears and seems to enjoy the experience. Comment down below if any of you are scared of heights. I am definitely scared of heights, so yeah, comment down below what you guys think of that scene. But anyways, after the ride, Swanky and Annie also talk about Kanye and her mothering skills, and it's clear that they can't seem to agree with each other's opinions, as Swanky is kind of on the side of Kanye, while Annie is still standing strong on her opinion on the matter. We soon learn that she is a bit homesick and misses her kids, and they soon talk about that as well. In the next scene, we see Kanye going to visit her next door neighbor, who is her daughter. Loki, I can see why she doesn't seem to have a problem with her current accommodation arrangement with her daughter, because from what we see, the apartments are just a door, like, close to one another. Like, it's literally a door-to-door type of apartment, and it's in the same apartment complex type of thing. So I don't know. Comment down below your thoughts. Does that make you guys change your opinion from the first episode? Because I know when she dropped it to the group, it kind of seemed like, okay, a different apartment, like a different building, but like in this episode, we see that it's actually in the same building, just like a door-to-door type of apartment thing, which kind of maybe still feels like it's the same apartment. I don't know. Comment down below your thoughts, Sha. So anyways, Kanye has a conversation with her daughter, and they discuss her parenting style. Her daughter definitely points out that in the beginning, it definitely was different and complicated than the normal parenting style, but they soon were able to make it work regardless, and she had gotten used to it over the years. In the next scene, we see Andile meeting up with Diamond and Quentin for a nice game of golf. They talk about family and women in general. Diamond keeps going on and on about his ex-wife Zara, and the guys are skeptical on whether he is completely over her. He confides in the guys about his cheating history and how the story of how him and Zara broke up, and they sympathize with him as they have their own share of scandals as well. They soon talk about Nadia, and Diamond makes it clear that he wants to get to know Nadia more. The men feel like Diamond is just pursuing Nadia because of physical attraction, and that he isn't really serious or wanting to develop a real serious relationship with her. In the next scene, Kanye and Nadia are meeting up with Kaylee at the mall to try and get to know her, since she was a new woman in Quentin's life. We soon learn that Quentin and Kaylee had been dating for a year and a half now, and they ask her if she has plans to get married to Quentin in the future, which she answers in a nonchalant and unsure manner. Honestly, I'm not convinced that Kaylee and Quentin are in a real relationship. I feel like it is staged, and I don't get any hint of affection or love from both of them, because I know that Kaylee obviously has a problem with Quentin not showing his affection, but I don't even feel like she shows as much affection like she wants. And whenever she does, it kind of comes off as forced or disingenuous. And for some reason, for someone who says her relationship is exclusive, her answers and gestures don't seem very convincing. It just gives a different vibe. Comment down below your thoughts on Kaylee and Quentin. So anyways, they go on to talk about Nadia's upcoming date to Diamond, and soon after, Kaylee confides with the girls that about not liking how Quentin calls her insecure sometimes when she's being vulnerable about their issues in the relationship. The ladies rally around her and try to comfort her and let her know that they are there for her if she needs anything. On the other hand, Quentin is also talking about the same situation with the guys and doesn't feel like he has changed in the relationship like Kaylee thinks. Rather, he feels like she is not as appreciative enough of how much he does for her. Andele isn't fully in support of his friend's statement, Quentin, as he does believe that the dynamic in a relationship often changes over time than how it initially starts in the beginning. Comment down below your thoughts on that. In the next scene, it's finally the day of the car dates between Nadia and Diamond. They meet up and the vibe is alright. After checking out some cars, they discuss their intentions for their budding relationship. In the end, they both leave the dealership, still smitten and flirty with each other. In the next scene, Kanye meets up with Annie at her apartment to check up on her. They try to hash out things based off their conversation at the ball, but things get heated a little as both ladies have very strong personalities and have very strong opinions and aren't ready to back down or reach a common ground on the matter. So they eventually agree to disagree on it instead. My dear, sometimes that's just the best thing to do in some situations. Rather than take Panadol over somebody else's headache. One man's food is another man's poison. So yes, the argument was just getting nowhere, and I'm glad that both ladies decided to just drop the matter finally. Comment down below your thoughts. Alright, so in the next scene, Kanye meets up with her new co-star named Zari, who is also Diamond's ex-wife, and also referred to as the boss lady. God, the amount of times that we hear the boss lady with this chick, I'm like, at this point I'm tired. But anyway, she's introduced to us as a hard worker, fighter, and mother of five kids, two of which are diamonds. Kanye makes it known to us that her friendship with Zari had been as a result of media controversy, as they had been accused at some point of dating the same guy. Kanye questions Zara on whether she still has feelings for Diamond, which lands her a very strong and definite no to the question, as Zari makes it clear that she has moved on totally from that phase of her life. Kanye isn't convinced, as she feels like Zari hasn't still dealt with the pain and hurt caused by Diamond in their relationship. But anyway, she catches Zari up on speed on what's been going on in their new friend circle. In the next scene, Diamond hosts an intimate and cultural celebration with his co-stars because of a huge deal he had just landed. The theme for the night is Arabian Nights, and we see everyone dressed in different Arab and Indian attire. Diamond makes a short speech and the event soon kicks off after. We see that the night is going really well and everyone is vibing and having fun. That is until Zari walks in unexpectedly and joins the event. Diamond welcomes her and introduces her to everyone except Kanye, who all seem shocked to see her. Ndile is immediately smitten by her, and Nadia seems uncomfortable by the situation as she feels like Diamond is sending mixed vibes. Zari and Diamond are catching up on one side at the table, and clearly they still have some chemistry, and the whole vibe just feels awkward overall in the table for everyone else. Zari in her confessional feels like Annie isn't dressed appropriately, and that because most Arabian dressing is a lot more conservative than the short gown that Annie had on for the event. Soon enough, Annie receives a video call from her husband Two-Face, and she is clearly beaming with excitement as everyone notices this as she passes on the phone for everyone to say hi to him. It seems Zari and Two-Face know each other because they kept hailing each other during the call, and this kind of rubbed Annie the wrong way, as she did not know that the two were acquainted with each other prior to the call. So after the call, Annie comes right out and asks Zari how she knows her husband Two-Face, which rubs Zari the wrong way as she feels like Annie is an insecure woman for even asking that. There's obviously a little bit of tension between Zari and Annie, but both ladies keep their feelings to the side for the rest of the night. At one corner, we see Andele checking up on Nadia, who clearly feels some sort of tension with Zari being at the event. Nadia soon realizes that she's not that interested in pursuing Diamond and decides to focus fully on her current relationship with her Instagram lover. At another corner, we see Zari and Kanye discussing once again about her and Diamond's relationship. Zari once again makes it very clear that the door is closed and she wasn't trying to pursue anything romantic with him. She was just trying to co parent with him because he is the father of her two beautiful kids. At the end of the night, Zari pulls Diamond aside to talk about their past and try to clear the air once and for all. Zari gets everything off her chest on the whole matter, and from her countenance during the conversation, she's obviously still hot and angry about how things went down between them. They are seen hashing things out, but that's pretty much where the episode ends. I'm guessing they continue the conversation in the next episode, which I will be reviewing soon. Alright, so here are my thoughts on this episode. Not gonna lie, this episode felt like a filler episode, and compared to how intense the first episode started, it definitely felt like a flop. I'm so sorry to say that. And even though we got introduced to the last co-star called Zari, her introduction self wasn't giving what I think they wanted it to give. I'm gonna need these guys to step up in the next episodes to come because this one just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it, and I'm sure for those that watched it as well, you would also relate to how I'm feeling. It just really felt like a huge flop. There's not really much I can say about it. Overall, I'll be rating this episode a 5 out of 10. It wasn't anything too big of a deal, and I hope they pick up the momentum in the next episodes to come. Comment down below your overall thoughts on this movie, my summary, and my review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every single time your girl posts a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.